Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Cubs versus Mets Major League Baseball matchup on Saturday, June 22nd, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK to take 15% off. We also have products meant for people that make bigger bets, people with big bankrolls looking for that VIP style service. We offer those products. They're custom made, so they're more expensive than our regular premium packages. But if that's what you're looking for, by all means, text the number you see on the screen. These are not bailout parlays. These are not, one and done type packages. These are long-term winning strategies. So keep that in mind before you text. But let's get to it. We got the Cubs hosting the Mets, and this is just an interesting one because both these teams have good players. The Cubs were a playoff team a year ago, probably ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, the Mets, they've been disappointing for several years, but it doesn't mean they don't have star power on this roster because they have plenty of it. Lindor, one of the highest paid players in all of baseball, and Pete Alonso in that discussion. There's a bunch of guys they have on this team that can play. Meanwhile, the Cubs, good young players, and of course they brought over Craig Counsell to manage the team. But to tell you the truth, I'm less than impressed with what Counsell's done with the Cubs, just like I was less than impressed what he did with the Brewers. Believe me, it wasn't his doing that they had Corbin Burnes and Woodruff and Hader and Williams and everybody else on that pitching staff. You have those guys, it makes you look pretty good, and I think that's what we're starting to see here, is that Counsell is fully capable of mismanaging a pitching staff, making a lot of wrong moves that cost your team ball games, and that's why you go have a playoff team that is now below 500. What we have here also is a Mets team that has shown that they can get hot at times. McGill on the mound for this one. He's got a 3.52 ERA on the season, but 5.52 over his last three starts. But the Mets have gone 2-1 in those games that he started. So the bats have come alive. And while the Mets have not played well in Chicago, 21-43 in their last 64, I think there's some hope for them here with Jameson Taillon on the bump for the Cubs, whose numbers clearly don't represent the type of pitcher that he is. With the 3.08 ERA coming in, he's only had one season in the last 6 years that he's finished with a below 4 ERA, and that was 3.91 in 2022 with the Yankees. I mean, that is barely below 4. So a lot of room to the upward side here with Taillon's ERA. We look at the way the Mets are crushing right-handed pitching at 282 over their last 10 games, but the Cubs picking it up versus righties as well at 247. But in this particular case, the Cubs bullpen has been trash. I mean, when Counsell, the thing about Counsell is he's considered this mastermind of pitching maneuvers. But here he is with a bullpen with a 5.67 ERA over the last 10 games, 4.53 for the season. Far from a genius. The Mets, 1.77 bullpen ERA over their last 10. I got to give the advantage here to the Mets. I think they hammer the Cubs, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free. They'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.